Maybe I'm just a boomer, but I remember the good old days of the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies. Oh my god. Getting through those lobbies without having a mental breakdown was almost a rite of passage towards being a man back in my day. But I'm sure times have changed now, right? The games have become more soy. You don't have the global voice chats as often as you used to back when I used to game. But I suppose the modern day equivalent of those Modern Warfare 2 lobbies would be something like Discord. Now, obviously, when I was much younger, I did go through the Modern Warfare 2 arc, but also I actually have a lot of experience in Discord. And I can tell you now that Discord culture can be toxic as fuck. And the problem is, a lot of people, they never actually grow from their persona that they've sort of crafted inside of Discord. I remember being in Discord calls with groups of my friends. We're all doing the same loser shit together, playing games, playing like League of Legends until 3 a.m. or whatever, all just doing the same shit. And the culture that it spawned, like, it's almost as if autism was rewarded with laughs. So the more stupid you can be, the more you are socially rewarded with people's laughs and favor, and they like you more. Also, just being as offensive and abrasive as possible is also rewarded. Oh, Sam said something really edgy. Oh, that's so fucking funny, man. Yeah. Not being socially calibrated and just being rude to people is like hilarious. It gets the entire Discord group call just pissing themselves with laughter, right? The thing is, I have experienced the extreme side of this because I spent many years of my life in environments exactly like this, because I had very crippling social anxiety and I didn't have friends outside of my Discord friend groups. And what I can tell you now is that this Discord toxic culture, it leads to a state of nihilism, major lack of character, and also just being insanely unlikable outside of Discord. I think a symptom of the reason why Discord and why more men are finding their feelings of brotherhood and connection with other men inside of Discord is simply just because of the rise of loneliness in men. Masculine spaces are constantly under attack. We're told that masculinity is toxic, and there's so much division in the world nowadays that men coming together is almost like a threat to anyone else. They see it as a problem. So you're constantly subconsciously attacked for wanting more masculine spaces, which drives us to places like Discord. You've got a sense of anonymity. People don't know who you are, so they can't ostracize you for being a man. And you're generally going to find more men in these sorts of spaces because they're male dominant. The problem is, though, the types of people that you're finding in these environments are just like the bottom of the barrel in terms of like the type of people you want around in your life most of the time. I'm sure you guys can relate to this, but I bet you've got like a specific group of people that springs to your mind when I mention the bottom of the barrel Discordians, right? The guys who just sit in Discord, they're super toxic, super nihilistic, they've got a terrible mindset. They're the types of people who, when you're in a group call, you're all having a laugh together and then someone has to leave, and then straight away everyone starts talking shit about them just after they've left. These are just the worst types of people. They've got nothing going for them. They don't have any sort of ambition. They're not trying to like make some proper money. They're not trying to escape the NPC life path. They're probably dating a 4 out of 10 who they duo queue League of Legends with, or whatever it may be. You've got a group of people that spring to mind. You know what I'm talking about when I say the bottom of the barrel Discordians. But when you're a man and you have such a massive lack of that feeling of brotherhood and that feeling of importance that you get from having like-minded brothers around you, where the fuck do you go? Where do you go? I struggled with this so fucking much. When I did decide to swallow the brutal pill of having to leave behind my Discord friends because I realized how toxic and bad they were for me, I felt lonely for a really long time. I didn't have like, you know, good IRL friends just yet. So what is the solution to this, Sam? Like, how do we escape this toxic Discord culture that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with? Well, an easy solution is to simply leave Discords which are based around sharing the same bullshit activities together. For example, I used to be in the official Overwatch Discord server. I'd make friends there. League of Legends, any other gaming groups, just fucking leave them, because these people, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be a net positive in your life. You're just sharing the same drugs as each other. other, the same video games. So that's number one, leave those. And number two is join more productive Discord servers. Now, I'm not expecting you to go cold turkey, because I certainly didn't. It took me 9 months to completely disconnect from my sort of Discord culture, you know. But join more productive Discord servers, which are based around things which are going to at least make your life better, because you'll find other people in there who are on a similar pathway to you. I have a Discord server which is based purely around male self-development. It's not super serious either. I know a lot of you guys, especially if you're in the Discord culture, you're gonna be a little bit autistic. You like your memes and stuff. I don't take it so fucking seriously. You can muck around in there a little bit as long as you're calculated, okay? Don't be completely fucking unhinged. But we like to mess around in there, but we also like to talk about male self-development, how we're feeling, things that we can improve on, offering advice to each other, and these are the sorts of environments that you need to start to spend more time in. Also, if you want to make in real life friends, there are masculine spaces which are untouched by the fat, smelly feminists who want to destroy men, okay? And they are MMA gyms. You're not going to find fat feminists in there, okay? You're only going to find real fucking G's who are willing to step into the ring and take a punch in the face, okay? So that's a big one. And the good news is, you're probably thinking now, oh Jesus, that feels kind of scary. Good, because the type of people that you will meet in the MMA gym felt that, and they were strong enough to decide to do it anyway. And that speaks to their character, and they're going to make far better friends because they made that decision. So if you want to get involved in stuff like that, then you also need to make that decision as well. You can't just be a leech and not be willing to take any risks or be uncomfortable and hold no value, but expect good, valuable people to want to hang out with you. You need to build, you need to be uncomfortable, you need to grow as well. Also, stuff like football clubs. I would say that you're probably more likely to find like pub crawlers at football clubs. Football's a very like woo sport, you know, so I certainly know a few people who play football, but they're still like not the most calculated people, let's say that. And also just business networking. Start building like a valuable skill and mix with a bunch of other people who are also building that valuable skill. A lot of people, they have this mindset of like, oh no, I can't hang out with anyone else and give value to anyone else who's doing what I do because they're the competition. That's bullshit. There are plenty of fucking losers that you can see as your competition rather than the guys who you can actually build with and help each other out. It's not one versus the world, actually. You're actually far better off hanging out with other people who have similar goals to you and winning together. So choose a skill, begin to master it, get really good at it, and mix with other people who are doing that skill as well, because you'll learn so much from one another. This also has the added benefit of, if you're doing this stuff, you're no longer having enough time to even go into these toxic Discord servers. You're too busy growing as a man, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we want. We don't want to try and quit cold turkey and replace it with nothing, because inevitably you're going to rubber band straight back into that position. You want to just slowly replace your bad habits with good habits. So replace hanging out in toxic Discord servers with hanging out in good Discord servers. And then replace hanging out in Discord at all, really, with building a business, going to MMA gyms, going to football clubs, whatever it may be. That is how you actually make tangible progress. It would be very romantic if I just told you, bro, just fucking uninstall Discord, you pussy. But it doesn't really work that way, okay? We need to replace these things. It takes time, okay? And you need to be patient with yourself a bit as well. You'll find that the best relationships are actually built from sharing sacrifice with each other. So sharing sacrifice means working out together. You're sacrificing your time and also the energy that you're putting into the gym together. Same with fighting, same with football clubs, same with building businesses. You're sharing sacrifice. And this builds an innate level of respect for one another, which you won't find by just sharing the same drugs or video games as one another. If you want to have different results from the average man, you need to do what the average man isn't willing to do. That is building the business, stepping into the MMA gym, and building innate value about yourself so that you're worthy of hanging out with better friends. If you want my help with developing an incredibly marketable and valuable skill, which landed me the lifestyle of freedom, making over $10,000 a month online from my laptop, traveling the world, or from the comfort of your bedroom, I teach over 500 guys how to do exactly that through video editing. And as you can see by the results here, we're doing really fucking well inside of the academy. You could be next. Take a look at the links in the description. Take care, boys.